That was really interesting. And now that I see what she just said about him being a time traveler and Sumerian technology and Operation Looking Glass, I am now under the impression that that is probably correct. Candace Owens is quite possibly, if she's not having an episode of psychosis and she's detaching from reality, if it's not that, then it's only two other options, and both are filled with maliciousness and ill intent and are both horrific character traits. And that would either be one, that she was filled with so much bitterness, hatred, and anger for Israel and the Jewish people that she's willing to say anything to make people want to cause a second Holocaust. Or two, she is a narcissistic, sociopathic psychopath who feels absolutely nothing inside of her at all for the death of Charlie Kirk. And she's willing to attack his widow because she has. She used to say, if Erica tells me to stop, I'll stop. She did, and you won't. She continues to attack and doesn't care anything about his children who don't have a father, anything about his widow, who's the only resounding voice for Charlie on the planet. You continue to attack, so you lied through your teeth. You've been caught lying multiple times. You said that you had text messages where he said he was going to get killed. Erica Kirk rebuked you on live TV and said you do not have any such text message because I have his cell phone. He never said it. You've been caught lying about other text messages. You've been called out by Erica. You've been called out by Alex Jones. You've been called out by everybody. You, on national TV, had an anonymous tip from somebody that claims that this was connected to some sort of Jewish thing and some sort of address, and they baited you in to prove how much you don't fact-check your information, because they baited you in and then gave you the address, and the address was to your lawyer's office. And you went on your show in front of 3 million people and told them this whole story about this address and this lawyer, and gave them the whole number, and then everybody came out and told you, Candace, did you check the address on that? Because that address is the address for your law firm, your lawyer's representative law firm. Then they spreaded that everywhere, and then I had to go ask Grok, because I had to verify, did she really do that on live TV? Is that really her lawyer's address and she didn't know it? And Grok and all the AI verified, yes. That was actually her lawyer's address, and it appears that she had no idea and that she failed for a prank tip. But that also shows you how much she doesn't verify her information as she runs with anything that she ever gets. So you've been embarrassed in front of millions of people for perpetuating a false tip that was about your lawyer's office. You lied on blatant TV and said that you would stop if Erica told you to stop, and you didn't. You kept going. You have insulted and are now diluting the assassination and the blood of a martyr and political persecuted individual, Charlie Kirk, by going after his wife and ignoring the fact that his children now have to live not just with his assassination and not him being there anymore, but now they have to live with a whole memory of Candace Owens going nuts on them for didn't even wait till days after the fact to start a whole perpetuated narrative about him. After Erica Kirk and the children, and now you've gone so far off the deep end with crazy perpetuated narratives. And you tirelessly worked around the clock, being caught lying about text messages, rebuked by Alex Jones, who proved it. And then you want us to believe that Alex Jones is in on the New World Order to get Candace Owens. Yeah, of all people that just decided to jump boat to the New World Order to get Candace, it's Alex Jones. Been rebuked and proven wrong by Alex and many others and Erica Kirk about text messages you lied about. And you've worked tirelessly to destroy Turning Point USA today, Charlie's legacy, Turning Point Faith today, his legacy, to claim that he was not an evangelical and that he was becoming a Catholic. So you tried to destroy his entire testimony. And you tried to destroy his entire legacy. He was pro-Israel his whole life, but because Candace Owens thinks in 2 weeks he was changed his mind, he just is. All of this nonsense that you've perpetuated, you're either completely bitter against the Jewish people and you're trying to kill them. If you haven't lost your mind, you're either completely bitter against the Jewish people, you're trying to kill them. That's malicious. Or you're so cold that you don't even care that Charlie Kirk was murdered. And this is really all about your own narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic, get views, paid clicks and subscriptions and whatever else it is under the sun, all for you. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. And if that is who you are as a human being, Candace Owens, then you are nothing that we ever thought that you were before. You are nothing of who we on the right wing, Candace Owens supporters, Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk supporters, people that were anti-BLM, people that were fighting for the cause of showing people that the Democratic Party was full of crap and being against anti-white racism and all that. All the people that fought for this whole thing, you are nothing what any of us ever thought that you were before. You are a wolf in sheep's clothing, and you're a snake, if that's the case. If what I said is the case, then that is what you are. And you are not what any of us ever thought you to be before. And now it's coming to the light. Now everybody's seeing you for who you are. And that's really strange and really snaky. And if you are that person, if that is who you are, then we don't want anything to do with you. And we would have to, I along with many others, along with anybody who's not anti-Semitic and does care about Charlie Kirk and does stand for everything we originally thought that we were all standing for in the beginning, and doesn't stand for anybody with human morality that doesn't think that we should make money off of the blood of people's deaths or try to twist their whole life stories to create some sort of holocaustic nonsense about an entire group of people because we're mad at a few of them. If you haven't lost your mind, that's the only two options. And if you have lost your mind, then really it's still the only option. All of us, including myself, have to be forced to denounce you and denounce Candace Owens and all of her crazy, insanely out of touch and out of whack, conspiratorial nonsense, rhetoric, stories and perpetuated narratives, and whatever end goal that she's trying to get out of this.